Good evening, Stanton, and happy Invictus Week. This is radio station KA18, your home for the best music from the 20th and 21st century. It is May 22nd, 2952, and we are coming to you live from the Orison Vision Center here in Invictus Week as it kicks off to celebrate our UE Navy and the awesome firepower keeping the Vandal at bay. I would like to give a special shout out to all of our newly minted Navy recruits as they ship off. Anvil had the distinct honor of starting us off this year, and they were giving out free C8X Pisces flights for the entire week. So come on down and test fly one of these bad boys in a special try before you buy event. Today and tomorrow, Aegis Dynamics is on display, plus a future look inside an actual Javelin. This is your host, Santa Claus, and I will be here all evening giving live updates throughout Invictus Week. So grab the family and join me out here on Orison for all the festivities. As you head out here, though, I'm being told there's a disabled Aurora blocking Hangar 2. Maintenance crews are already in the process of moving it. However, they're estimating another 3 hours before the hangar is opened up again. Also, in other news, our very own Area 18 Black Jays defeated the Area 11 fighters 3-1. Giving them the ArcCorp System Trophy in 4 games and giving them the automatic qualifier for the Stanton Cup. Game 1 against the Crusader Stormwalls will be June 1st at home in the Aaron Toy Memorial Stadium. Tickets are on sale now, or you can watch from the comfort of your very own home with our special pay-per-view option through ArcCorp Media Co. We have a great show lined up for you tonight, so as you make your way here, go ahead. Pull up your mobile glass and let us here at KA18 entertain you. Tonight's news story comes out of one of the oldest news organizations, the Terra Gazette. The Terra Gazette, news that matters. While a predominantly transitionalist-leaning network, contributor Kodo Dodson has written an amazing article on the politically soaring Tevarin Senator Suj Kossi, and also giving us a look into the possibly shifting dynamics of the Universalist Party. So lean back in that favorite captain's chair and settle in for this political update inside our empire. The Terra Gazette, News That Matters, by Kodo Dotson. Suj Kossi, the Tevarin senator from Elysium, took center stage at this year's Universalist Strategic Vision Conference with a keynote speech that electrified the crowd and solidified him as a rising star within the party. Senator Kossi's speech wove together tentpole Universalist talking points while criticizing Emperor Addison, describing her administration as ineffectual and her agenda as focused anywhere but on issues that actually matter. The success of Senator Kossi's speech and its primetime setting left many political analysts wondering if the party might be preparing him for bigger things to come. In 2946, Senator Kossi made history by becoming the first Tevarin ever elected to the UEE Senate. Already a household name, Senator Kossi's political capital only grew during his first term in office. He was a regular guest on popular Spectrum news programs, sat on prominent Senate committees, including the very influential Subcommittee on Interior, and co-authored and advocated for several important pieces of legislation. Senator Kossi's constant public presence, increasing political savvy, and extensive list of endorsements led voters in Elysium to elect him to a second term last year. While the win was expected, it was widely celebrated and hailed as an important moment for the future of Tevarin politics, one that proved Tevarin candidates can not only win, but build a wide coalition of supporters. Regardless of political affiliation, many have welcomed the growing Tevarin presence on the political stage. Emperor Addison campaigned on a belief that increasing Tevarin voices and representation within the government is essential to the stronger UEE. Her administration has since made KA18 the director of the Department of Transportation and Navigation, making her the first Tevarin cabinet member, and appointed more Tevarin to government positions than any previous administration. While these gains are significant, a bigger change may be occurring at the ballot box. The Addison administration recently released data showing that citizenship applications among Tevarin have increased significantly in the last few years. Now, the results from the recent May 3rd elections are revealing just how impactful the Tevarin citizen voting bloc has become, as even election experts were surprised by the strong Tevarin turnout in certain parts of the empire. While no other Tevarin candidates will be joining Suj Kossi in the UEE Senate, a record number ran with nominee Ruoni garnering the most attention before narrowly losing in Centauri. Exit polls showed that strong Tevarin turnout in Elysium and Centauri also affected down-ballot races, as both systems elected a record number of Tevarin to local public offices. Still, for some election experts, the most interesting exit poll data was who Tevarin voters supported in races without a Tevarin candidate. Universalist Party candidates did particularly well, in part because of an extensive outreach effort overseen by Kossi. Despite the Addison administration's work on improving Xeno relations, its efforts didn't appear to attract the loyalty of that demographic to Addison's backed candidates. As the Tevarin voting bloc grows in strength and significance, the Universalist Party appears better positioned than the centralist and transitionalist to welcome these voters into the fold. While Senator Kossi's ascendance has been good for the Universalist Party and UE politics in general, there is growing concern within the party over some of the senator's positions. Though he is a fairly conventional Universalist on many issues, Senator Kossi is a strong advocate for revising citizenship requirements and expanding enfranchisement across the empire. He has also worked with Emperor Addison on legislation that would create new government programs and initiatives meant to further increase Tevarin citizenship and involvement in the public sector. Legislation some of the Universalists see as unnecessary, expensive, and/or a waste in his political capital. As one party insider put it, these are bloated Addison administration initiatives. Even if they succeed, neither Senator Kossi nor the Universalist Party will get any credit for their success. Yet, not everyone within the party thinks that Senator Kossi diverging from the Universalist platform is a bad thing. In fact, some see these deviations as a potential strength. Monique Irby, an Elysium-based political analyst who's closely watched Senator Kossi's rise, believes it could help him with voters that other Universalist candidates never could court. Senator Kossi has played his position quite well, During his initial campaign, he painted himself as a run-of-the-mill and reliable Universalist when the story was about him being a Tevarin. Then, he became an active and enthusiastic party cheerleader to solidify his position within it. Now that the story is shifted to him being just another Universalist who happens to also be a Tevarin, he's leaned into beliefs that differ from the party. Like any good politician, he's molding his image in a way that lets people see in him what they want to see. Despite these concerns within the party, Senator Kossi is clearly still in its good graces, as evidenced by him landing the keynote speech at USVC. Ileana Sharad, who was recently elected as the party's chairperson, gave him that prime speaking slot and remains one of Senator Kossi's most ardent and vocal supporters. Senator Kossi is proof that we're a big tent party. We want a diversity of voices and ideas in the Universalist Party, said Sharad during the USVC press conference. He has a compelling vision for the future of the UEE, and the party will support him any way we can in achieving those goals. When asked if the part of Senator Kossi's vision includes running for Emperor in 2960, Sharad simply smiled, then pivoted towards more immediate concerns than an election, still 8 years away. As one of the final 5 Emperor candidates in the 2950 Emperor election, Sharad still looms large over the Universalist Party and its future. While there are rumors that she may run for Emperor again in 2960, there's a growing belief that Sharad has instead chosen Senator Kossi to represent the party in the next election and is working on helping him build that political clout and infrastructure needed for a run of his own. No Tevarin candidate has ever made it past the primary vote, let alone run as a candidate for a major political party. Meanwhile, others wonder if Sharad's support and spotlighting of Senator Kossi is instead a self-serving tactic meant to blunt the growing influence of Titus Costigan within the party. As for the chances of a Tevarin nominee winning the Emperor election, Monique Irby has her doubts. You just need to look at the Stanton system and what's happening with the xeno-threat terrorists to know that there is still a sizable portion of the population who are unwilling to embrace non-humans in positions of power. Representing Elysium is one thing, but it's hard to say if the votes would ever be there for an alien head of the UEE. If the election were held today, the numbers I've seen would say no. But who knows what the next few years may change. Following his speech at USVC, Senator Kossi himself brushed off questions about a 2960 run for Emperor. My future remains focused on improving the lives and defending the rights of my constituents in Elysium, supporting the military in its campaign to defeat the Vandul, and bringing more opportunities to Tevarin across the empire. Still, a potential Kossi campaign was what many USVC attendees were talking about following his speech. On the last day of the conference, Senator Kossi placed third in a straw poll of preferred 2960 Emperor candidates, coming in just behind Ileana Sharad and Titus Costigan. Though Senator Kossi might want to downplay talk of a potential run, it seems the question will remain a constant one throughout his second Senate term.
Yeah. Please tell me that I can't, that I won't, that I fail, that I'll never make it out, yeah. Please tell me all the bad, never good, fill my head full of every single doubt, yeah. Please say any negative thoughts, I pop off when I hear people say I cannot. I get off to the thought of proving everyone wrong, I won't stop to the top, so you better back off and get lost. I'ma stay loud, stay proud, never running out, never heading south. I'll be spreading out, call it word of mouth, can't put me down, I'll be getting loud. You can have it douse, not what I'm about, have your cloud, it be raining now, I keep making sound, go another round, I'm legend bound, can't stop me now.
You don't wanna fuck with me. A slow burn like a disease. Just tell me that I can and I'll show you things that you couldn't believe. Just tell me that I can. Just tell me that I can. Just tell me that I can. Just tell me that I can.
cause I just wanna hear it out your mouth, yeah. Give me fuel, it's a tool that I use to go ahead and run my mouth, yeah. I take shots, I take loss, I make shots, I miss lots. That's how you get big box, you get yachts, you swing lots and pop off a big shot. I ain't done chasing, got big dreams, bigger things, impatient. Who's at the top think they need replacement? Who's at the top think I'm gonna erase them? Face it, I don't give up quick, I don't give up, I won't give up this. Cause I know that I want it, know that I'm on it, I'll make it, I promise.
You don't wanna fuck with me. A slow burn like a disease. Just tell me that I can and show you things that you couldn't believe. Just tell me that I can. Just tell me that I can. Just tell me that I can. Just tell me that I can.
Looks like there's a rising star in the Universalist Party. I have to say that Senator Kossi is a very charismatic individual with a very big knack for maneuvering within the political arena. Even with the election 8 years away, I still don't see where there being enough support throughout the empire for a Tevarin to become emperor. I would honestly fear for his safety if he was to get the nod from his party. The Universalist Party sits on a weird ideology supporting measures that expand government power, increase government regulation, decrease taxes on the wealthy, cut government expenses, and push free trade initiatives. Until the non-party affiliated Emperor Addison took over, the Universalist Party actually held the office until KA18 Costigan left in 2950. So, regaining the emperorship is paramount for them. The legacy of Costigan through his Human Xeon Trade Initiative and his formal recognition of Aramis is still talked about 2 years removed from office. His son Titus is a competing force within the party. Is the Universalist Party on the rise? Has a new herald grabbed the mantle for the party? And is it enough to overtake the non-political party affiliated Emperor Addison? Tune in the future as we continue our exploration of the politics surrounding us and the seedy dark webs that connect them all.